What's the scouting report
Good question. Oh, you want to know? Oh, listen, we know they're a strong team, physical team. They've obviously qualified and made it through the group stages for a reason. So, it's not a fluke that they've gone through the playoffs and knocked Italy out and made it through to the World Cup. So. We'll have to pay attention in all aspects and all moments of the game, and set pieces will probably play a big part. But listen, at the end of the day, we have to worry about and take care of ourselves and do what we have to do to win the game and make it through.
There's another team that likes to play in that low block. You played a couple teams like that already this tournament. What's the key to breaking that down?
Just moving the ball quick, as quick as you possibly can, side to side, getting runs in behind, and just really unbalancing their shape. It sounds simple, and that's really the key to any team you play, no matter if they're playing in a low block, medium block, high press, whatever you want to call it. It's just going to be about moving the ball quickly and getting it into areas that they're really uncomfortable with.
Tim, once this run ends, whenever that is, what do you want this team to be remembered by?
Honestly, I haven't even thought about it, because we're so focused on the here and now and playing and making sure that we're in the best possible condition to get results and put in performances that the country and the fans and friends and family are proud of. But I haven't really thought about what we want the team to be remembered by. I guess the easy answer is we want to be remembered for going and winning a World Cup. And if we can do that, it's going to take everything that we possibly have to do that. But that would be the most special, the most special outcome.
Tim, you've had some fiery locker room speeches in the past. How is your message to the guys changing now that it's the round 32 when you go home every time?
Good question. I haven't thought about it. I'm usually a spur of the moment, off the cuff kind of guy, but honestly, I think that the message doesn't change. Yes, okay, you can go home after each game, but what is it that we're willing to do to make sure that doesn't happen? I think is the message. What lengths are we willing to go to get the outcome that we want? And there's so many different ways that you can say that, but at the end of the day, I think it's about having fun and enjoying where we are and who we are and what we are, embracing everything that that this journey is taking us on, and embracing everything that it's going to throw at us from here on out.
You say you haven't thought about it. Has the mentality shifted at camp at all?
Nope, no. The mentality, the mood, the vibes, everything is the same, and I think that's a good sign. I think it's a great sign for the group, because there's not. Listen, I said over there, we put so much pressure on ourselves. We expect, great things from ourselves and good performances, and that doesn't change whether you're in the group stage or knockout rounds.
Tim, you spoke last week about seeing the reactions from around the country. Like you guys aren't blind to all the everything going on, rallying around you guys. Is there any specific video or photo or thing you've heard that really stands out as like?
No, I mean, I don't think there's any one specific. As I mentioned, all the different watch parties that are happening. You see the reactions to the goals, and obviously after the game in Seattle, that was a special moment that I think everybody, collectively, everybody felt something different in that moment. So. Obviously, we were there, like experiencing that, so it's a little bit different than seeing it on online and on social media. But there's no one specific thing. I think it's just incredible to have the fans and the country on this kind of road and journey with us. I think is what the most special part about it is, and seeing that everybody's talking about my my son's now picking up a soccer ball for the first time, and he's taking it to a restaurant, or he's out in the park and he wants to go out in the backyard, or my daughter's doing this because of watching you guys play. So I think it's those moments that are the most special. But I think the whole thing has been incredible.
You guys have had this endless streak against European teams. I know there probably isn't like a reason for it or anything like that, but what do you think it is that you guys need to break through to finally, take down European teams? It's been a while.
Honestly, I don't even think any of us are thinking about it. I think it's just about putting in good performances. Like I said, if we do everything that we've done up to this point, we're going to put ourselves in the best possible position to move on in the tournament. So again, it's just focusing on us and what we need to do to accomplish the next step, and that's doing again everything that we did in the group stages, and then some, because you are going to have to do more and more as the tournament goes on. But I wouldn't. There's not one thing that I can pinpoint that is the reason, or even that we're even discussing it or thinking about it.
Tim, how well equipped is this team for potential of an extra time now in the knockout stage and a penalty shootout? Do you feel that you guys have the depth, have the guys for those situations should they come? Yeah,
we're fully prepared. In a lot of moments, our training sessions are tougher, more condensed than a game, and I think I saw something the other day. I think it was yesterday that obviously we covered more distance than any team in the tournament so far. So I think that says a lot about where we are physically, which also says a lot about where we are mentally. So I think we're absolutely where we want to be and ready to go for whatever happens.
Last question.
Last question, no question.
Veritone scored in 3 consecutive World Cup games for the first time ever. Bosnia haven't ever kept a clean sheet. How much confidence is there that every time you step out on the field, there are going to be goals coming from the USA team?
Yeah, very confident at the minute. When you, as you said, when you can score in 3 straight games and never done that, I think the confidence comes from the fact that goals are coming from everywhere. It's not just, a reliance on 1 or 2 or 3 players. It's all over the field, and you never know who's gonna pop up with a goal at any given minute. So, again, it gives us a lot of confidence, but that confidence comes from what we're doing on the training field, and the work that we're putting in, daily, on and off the field to make those things happen and make sure that the connections are strong and we're all in the right areas to put goals away when it's needed. Yep.
Good morning.
What's talked about in terms of Bosnia and Herzegovina? What are their strengths? What are their weaknesses?
We know we're gonna have to be at our best. Very, very difficult team to play against. Very strong defensively. Very, very good in set pieces, but they also have quality going forward. A lot of good players that play on really good teams in Europe. So we know it's not going to be easy. We're going to keep reviewing them, keep studying some film, and then we'll be ready to go.
How did it feel to get out there and start against Turkey?
Yeah, it was great. Starting a World Cup was really cool. It's been a dream of mine. So playing an extended period of time in the World Cup's pretty cool also. So the result didn't go our way in the end, but felt like there was a lot of positives for the team to take away from that game also.
What's the mood been like in camp the past 2 days, and how is the mentality different now that it's when you go home every match?
Yeah, the mentality's been great. It's been great every day since we've arrived in New York. So it's just a great group of guys to be around. Easy to be around them, a lot of fun on and off the field. So now we know these games just are a little bit more important. We don't want this tournament to be over for a while, so we are giving each other that feeling and that standard every day in training that the little details will matter more than they ever have before.
Gio, you've dealt throughout your kind of career with criticism from fans and media about your availability, your selections. How have you dealt with that? Has that ever impacted you personally, or is that something that never?
No, don't care, to be honest. So it is what it is. You know, people are always gonna have their opinions, but yeah, I have my family and my friends and my wife and all those people around me to be honest with me, and yeah, you know, I never really take criticism from people who I would never take advice from. So.
We've seen the American Outlaws travel great during the group stage. What are you expecting from fans now they have to travel around a bit more?
Yeah, I mean, number one, they've been fantastic. It's been really, really cool to see the country rally around this sport, what seems like the strongest it's ever had. Yeah, we expect them to travel. They're always great, but you know, so far in this World Cup, they've taken it up a level. So we can't thank them enough. I'm sure they're going to be great, and we hope to use that momentum and their support to hopefully do something great this tournament.
Gio, just on the subject of the country rallying around the team, are there any specific like videos or photos or anecdotes you've seen that like stood out to you as like, wow, like, you know, people are really?
It's hard to pick one. I think I guess maybe being on the Pat McAfee show is pretty cool. Not myself, but you know, a lot of the players being interviewed and a lot of the highlights being shown on that show doesn't happen often. I watch that show a lot. But yeah, you just see the watch parties. You see, you know, all the stuff being written about. You see the athletes, the celebrities watching. So it's just cool to see everybody really tuned in and focused.
Gio, how special is to score a goal in a World Cup? Especially you, that you saw your father playing as a child. Do you dream with that?
Yeah, it was really cool. It was very surreal in the moment. Sort of blacked out when it went in. I've always dreamed about scoring a World Cup, so for that to finally become a dream come true is amazing. And yeah, just the moment with the team after, and then with my family and friends in the crowd, and enjoying that with them was great.
And Gio, when we are kids, we want to be like the greatest player. I wanted to be Hugo Sanchez, you know, from Mexico, but would you like to be your father in the national team? Do you reflect on him?
Yeah, I think not necessarily want to be exactly. Of course, there's we're different characteristics. There's different player traits. You know, I'm a little bit higher up. He's a little bit deeper. But there are, of course, many things that I've watched in his game and can take away from him. But yeah, I've watched him. I've watched many players, so I want to try to just be the best version of myself. But of course, there are a lot of good examples to take away from him.
Gio, have you felt the focus and intensity kind of tick up a notch in the last few days, whether in training or in the team room?
Yeah, I think a little bit. It's more the energy and, you know, the understanding that, you know, this is win or go home now. So it's been focused and intense every single day we've been here. But now it's just a little bit taking up 1 or 2%, just because we really know that this game is, tournament or keep going on. So yeah, we have very high expectations for ourselves for the rest of this tournament, and we don't want this to be over.
What's the outlook on Bosnia right now?
Yeah, going to be a really tough team to play against. Have a lot of good players. Defensively, very, very strong and really good in the air and strong in duels. So not going to be an easy game by any means. We'll keep reviewing film the next couple of days, and I'm sure the coaches will come up with the best game plan to set us up to have success. But definitely not taking them lightly. A lot of good players on good teams, and I've shown that this tournament.
Playing in a different stadium, do you guys expecting the same kind of support from the fans, or like more like divided?
Yeah, I think we expect it. You know, that's one of the positives of playing on home soil in this World Cup is, you know, we've traveled to Seattle and played in LA twice, and the support's been outstanding in every game. So we expect nothing different. Of course, we're incredibly grateful for the support, but we expect everybody to be rooting us on and then being the 12th man for us.
Last question.
When you guys look back at the match against Turkey, what was like the overall assessment of how you guys did, things that you liked, and like what was the overall message that you guys had? Yeah, in the end, the message from the coach and the coaching staff and the players was, in the end, I felt, or everybody felt, that it was maybe a little bit unlucky, and just that we deserved a bit more. Of course, there was a few situations that we could have been a bit cleaner in, and we were a bit sloppy, but I think overall we had more chances. We were a little bit more dominant, and a lot of positives to take away, of course, but there's a few things to clean up.
feel like the body check and like the physical side of this was up to par in the jerky game? They seem to be grabbing, slapping, pulling in. It seemed like we could have been a little more aggressive.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Felt like we gave it our all. Felt like the intensity was there. Maybe they had moments where they won a couple duels, but that has nothing really to do with that. The athletic staff has been great here, so I think actually in that game, if I'm not mistaken, we ran maybe the most ever as a team in a World Cup game. So no, I don't think that's anything to do with it.
Thanks, Gio.
Thank you.